Hello and welcome to the July update video for OpenMarch. I have not done one of these. I have not doing another take. I have not done one of these long-winded update videos in a very long time, and it's sort of because I've been so focused on just getting as many features into the app as possible that I just want to release, and I don't really want. I don't know. Sometimes like filming these, I kind of procrastinate doing it, but we're doing one right now because this update 0.0.12 is massive, and there is a lot of stuff that changed. I know I say that in every update video, but like, holy crap, like OpenMarch has improved a lot. It's changed a lot. A lot of people are contributing to it. A lot of people are cheering us on. And we're in the $1 Million studio at Alexi's house to film this. I just got finished a little bit of information. I just got finished filming a bunch of tutorials. How long were we here? Like 3 hours? 5 hours? Oh my God. So my voice is a little shot. But the community should now have tutorials to do basically everything that OpenMarch needs to. A lot of the feedback that I was getting on this project as a whole was like, you need more accessible like documentation and tutorials that are friendly and not update videos that are like 30 minutes long where you just rant at the beginning, because why would I ever do that? But a lot has changed, and I encourage you, if you're really interested in like how all the specifics of this project are changing, check out the release logs for 0.0.11. That's actually the real update. We only added 12 because there was a bug in shape editing and we had to fix that super quick. So the real big updates are in the 0.0.11 logs. We'll link that in the description, probably remember that. Or just go to our website, it's on there now. Also super exciting, we're gonna be in the Allentown and possibly Indianapolis merch area with Spirit of Atlanta. We're going to have our banner, we're gonna have a few t-shirts and some stickers. So if you're there and you see us, please say hello. Even if you don't want to buy something, we're not gonna like guilt you into buying an awesome, most comfortable hoodie you'll ever own, hoodie or a t-shirt or a sticker, although we really do appreciate when you get stuff. It is just really nice to hear that people know that this project exists and are cheering us on. So please, if you see us at any place on the planet, say hi. We also have just confirmed that we are going to go to VMEA, which is the Virginia Music Educators Association conference. If you are a music educator in Virginia and you want to say hi, please do. We are probably going to have merch there to sell, but more importantly, we just want to get the word out about OpenMarch, get some feedback, and just get positive vibes moving about this project. Okay. So the first thing I want to show off is actually not the app, it's the website. Jacob, one of our basically our lead UI designer, has done a fantastic job making this. I'm screen recording, by the way. we had a thing where this took so long. The tutorials took so long because we filmed a bunch of stuff, and I was using OBS, and I realized that OBS, like the screen capture froze. So like it was recording my voice and everything, but like everything I was doing on the screen was just frozen. And so we lost like 50 minutes of, it was actually like some painful tutorials. Like they were hard to explain. We had a lot of takes. So that was hard, but we got through it. And now we're using macOS screen capture. Okay, anyway, website. This website is awesome. As you look at it, you're just greeted to just, I think, what is a super professional look and these really nice animations. You scroll down, we have our partners. We're now partnered with CorpsClash, super awesome. They're on our website, we're in their app. They give scores, we give draw editing software. They're cool people. Silent Command's new logo is there as well. And we have a cohesive feature list as well, which is awesome. Things like alignment, shapes, tempo groups, all those things. This is a little sneak peek into what our new features are. And now this one like kind of brings tears to my eyes. We have testimonials of people that have actually used OpenMarch in their ensemble, and especially what Brandon Wright of Sunbright High School said. One of the things that he said, it's just like sticks in my head. He said that this could save band programs, which I didn't like really think that a drill writing software could have that much impact, but it is so good to hear that like this is making a difference in students' lives. So if you have a testimonial if your program is using this and you'd like to share your ensemble stories, We would love for the testimonial section of our website to be long, with people saying how this OpenMarch helped them saying maybe, I know it has bugs, but like, look, they fixed some stuff, but when are they gonna add follow the leader? Like anything you want to say, we would love to have it. We have a list of our contributors, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. That's GitHub's fault, not ours. And then we have a list of our Patreon supporters. If you want to support us on Patreon, please do that. Some awesome merch advertisements, and then our blog posts. And our download page is nice and refreshed. It now has a download counter, as well as some pretty cool stuff, as well as the change logs from all the previous releases. And this is where you can check out the logs for 0.0.11. What's really cool is that yesterday, I think the downloads were at like 6,002, and today they're at 6,150, which is super cool. That it is just really cool to see how many people are using this project. And I know I say that a lot. Okay, now onto the software. And this is what a lot of you have been looking forward to. The first time you open 0.0.12, you'll be greeted to a new launch page. Thank God, you are saying, because when you would open OpenMarch before, it would just open your most recent file and it was like kind of weird and not that great. Now, it opens all of your most recently opened files with a preview of what it is. So this is going to be awesome just for some basic project organization. Like, this is creative software 101 stuff, but Jacob did an amazing job making this look great. We also have a learn page that has some basic tutorial stuff, super cool things. We're probably gonna add a bunch of stuff to this, and a settings page. You'll also notice when you open 0.0.12 that you get a pop-up that says, can you share data with us? While you are, of course, you can opt out. Like, we wanted to make sure people were very clearly told what data we are collecting. These session replays and error logs really help us improve what OpenMarch is doing. We are all a team of volunteers that in fact are losing quite a bit of money. No, that's not, I shouldn't say that, but like we are spending a bit of our own personal money to try and make OpenMarch better. And so if you can't donate like money on Patreon or buy some merch, if you're willing to share your usage analytics with us by opting into this, it really does help the project move faster and help us debug what we need to and find errors quickly. Anyway, in the settings page, you can switch from light to dark mode. You can also change your privacy opt-out settings. And we also have our plugins, which the plugins are a huge deal. They are going to be massive. If you are interested in plugin development, we need to formalize our own APIs a little bit to make it easier on plugin developers. So as that happens, we are going to release more details, but John did a great job doing this. John's on our development team. Great job doing this, and we can't wait to give you more details about making your own plugins. Let's hop into OpenMarch and we can see even more about this new UI. So you'll see on the top, everything about this is just better. It's just better. Instead of our inspectors being on the left, instead of this huge bloated sidebar, everything is super minimalist and you only see what you want to. So on the top, we have a file bar, we have an alignment bar, we have a view bar, and on the left, we have a marcher, we have our marcher menu, our music menu, and our field menu. My favorite part about this UI and the launch page that you saw is that there is so much empty space. There's so much space for us to add more things here, so much space for us to add more tabs, so we can be extending OpenMarch's functionality, or people can be adding their plugins, and it's not going to bloat up the UI as we do it. Let me move that. So that is super cool. As far as what's on the top bar, I don't necessarily think there's anything like new that you haven't seen before. It just makes a lot more sense. I believe, have I done an update video on coordinate rounding, or have I not done that yet? Oh my gosh, it's been a long time. Okay. We have coordinate rounding now. If you're curious how that works, we now have a tutorial for how to do that will either be out before or after this video comes out, but it's super great. You can define how you round your marcher's coordinates. Really cool. The timeline at the bottom looks incredible. It's now, all of the play and pause stuff is now at the bottom left here. I'm so sorry. It is at the bottom left here, where you can skip and fast forward and all that stuff. You can also zoom in on the timeline to make it a little bit wider. we have added, this is a very requested feature and one that actually took me like 5 minutes to implement. I just keep procrastinating it. You can add notes for your page. So you can define whatever you want. If you're like a director and you want like a note to take for later, when you're writing something, you can add notes and they'll save. And those will show up on our overhauled coordinate exporting system, or drill chart exporting, where if I export these, do that, replace, click to open folder, and I do this, and I open, those notes show up. Sorry if I'm blazing through this, but I did just talk about OpenMarch for 5 hours, so I'm kind of quickly going through this. And this is if the, yes, kind of quickly going through this. The field customization UI has also gotten a bit of a refresh. So now instead of having this horrifically long thing that you have to scroll down the whole time, you have to scroll down a bunch for, we now have very, very helpful tabs. Let me see, what else do we have? There's just so many things. Ooh, that's a good point. We have a lasso tool now where you can draw the selection point that you want your marchers to be. So if you only wanted to, like, let's say you had a curve of marchers like this. And then, oh gosh, how do I do this? Who made this? Great. Let's say you have a curve of marchers, but you also have like some marchers in here and you don't want to select these marchers, but you want to select these. Originally, like you couldn't do something like this because it would do that. So you could draw, and now that works. That's the lasso tool. You hold shift to activate that. Really, really big shout out to Trevor for doing that. That's awesome. Let me think, is there anything else? Ooh, this one was huge. You can rotate groups of marchers now. It does it by 15 degrees. You can hold shift, and that does that. You can also stretch and squeeze. You can stretch marchers, squeeze them, kind of like you would with an image in PowerPoint. That is a huge, huge benefit. As far as new features, I know I'm missing something. There was so much that changed in this update and so much that I have missed since the last updates. But honestly, I'm considering that a good thing because this project is improving so fast that I honestly, a lot of the time, just forget what happened in the last update, where if you were watching these updates a year ago, you would notice that this happened and like this is the only thing that happened. I refactored the undo redo thing and that was the only thing that changed. Now I feel like I'm merging a pull request or two every day. We've had 1,000 commits just this year. And there's just so many people reaching out, willing to help out with this project and willing to make it better for everyone. So if that's you and you want to help contribute, please reach out to the developer channel on Discord or shoot me an email. We are always looking for people to bring their expertise into this, especially if you're into 3D modeling. We're looking into making a 3D feature that someone can really sink their teeth into. We just want people that want this software to be better as much as we do, because we know everyone wants this tool to be good, but we need some people to really sink some time into this because I think this can be something that's really, really cool. Yeah, that is all I have for this update. I'll try to make these update videos a little bit more routine and a little bit more informal. And I also live stream every now and then. So if you ever see on the Discord that I'm live streaming, please join, say hi. Have notifications for this YouTube channel turned on so you can get notified when I'm live streaming. It really is cool when people join the streams to ask questions about how OpenMarch is doing, bring in their ideas and get just pick my brain right then and there, and then I can pick your brain back. Sounds kind of weird, but yeah. So that's all for this update video. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, just keep being an awesome community.